Hello? Hello? Oh my goodness, everything is wrong. My mic was on that whole time, I was playing two different musics. And the game's not even loaded? Jesus. What am I doing today? Oh my gosh, and I've got an echo now. What is happening? No one knows what's happening. That's okay. Alright, well that loads up. We're gonna fix the text on the screen. Because it's not just Havsala. It's Havsala into the Soul Palace. We're just gonna scooch that to the left a little bit. There we go. Nope, it's still going. I got sticky keys. There we go. I wish more games had audio when they are in the background. Okay. Game, can you please select the window? Please. Capture window, Havsala. There we go. Now it's up. Oh my goodness. We're just having a hell of a start this morning, huh? I'm finally back. I had to take a couple days off because of a convention. Crazy car stuff happened and I ended up having to carpool, which meant leaving a day earlier than expected. And I did not get home. We left the hotel at 7:30 Monday morning. I got home a little bit after midnight. Monday night. But we are home now. We're Gucci. Let me turn this game volume up in my ears. This is very gentle, like harp music, so let me turn it up in y'all's ears. Check real quick. Okay, we're gonna turn it up just a smidge more. Okay, if that is too loud, please let me know and I shall adjust as needed. But at least from what I can tell, since it won't let me see the audio levels when I tab out of the game. One day I will afford a second monitor, but that day is not today. Oh, we got voiceover? We'll do mid graphics. Hell yeah. Subtitles in English. Beautiful. New game. I know nothing about this game other than the preview. It looked very witchy and magical, and it's like a hidden object puzzles type game. Did it crash when I tried to hit new game? Hello? Nope, it started. Okay. The world is too small for me, and the heaven as well. Where then will this my soul find room enough to dwell? Angelus Silesius. Frin. Or Frine. Oh, well, this is lovely.
New place, new path.
Do not pray for yourself, says Master Pythagoras. You may know what you want, but you cannot know what you need. As I look back on my life, I see that nothing I have done eagerly has ever turned out badly for me, not even that trial. Maybe I'm not just a woman who gets what she wants, but also one that knows but also one that knows wishing for what's best for herself. Maybe hang on. Maybe I'm not just a woman who gets what she wants, but also one that knows wishing for what's best for herself. Maybe it's because I'm just waking up, but that doesn't sound right. I am Fryn, and this is my desire, my will, my story. I have a body that can befuddle men's senses. Why not share it? Isn't it unfair to others, keeping myself to myself? But I could not let this beauty just be a shallow shell. It was not enough. I had to fill it with the most precious and supreme knowledge.
So I learned.
Oh shit.
Philosophy, numbers, geometry, musical harmony, arts, cosmos. I learned with the curiosity of a child who experiences the world for the first time. Our discussions at symposiums, which I hosted from time to time, both fed me and made me feel hungry for more. I wished to be immortal. I could go on with this life forever, pursue this transaction I have with men as long as my mind and body remained sharp. However, our bodies are doomed to die. Body must die so that the soul can move on to another body and continue to learn and grow. You see, we have a common purpose, the soul and I. I've told you that I know what I need. Now it is time to pass this information on to the next selves. I will bury it in my soul so that it can be with me through all my journeys. Even if my body dies, let my soul not forget what it knows. And maybe if I build a dwelling place for my soul, it won't be scattered far away. Every number has a meaning, and every meaning has a number. And I have the perfect number for this gig. Beauty comes from harmony. We can sense that in mathematics, geometry, music, and tragedia, even if we are not aware. But awareness enables us to establish that harmony. And over time, we see that this harmony takes place not only within themselves, but also in the interactions of these fields with each other. When that happens, all the existence comes out as one in our minds. Life becomes more, and we begin to hear it start to sound meaningful. But if we let this journey of finding a meaning keep us from living life to its fullest, the life we search the meaning for slips through our fingers. The fact
Oh my God.
that the body is temporary should not make the pleasures we experience with it insignificant. On the contrary, we should cherish every sip that it offers us as if we drink from the ambrosia. In harmony with the cosmos, with ourselves, by letting those around us taste it too.
Mm-hmm.
In the year 98.2, these thoughts
What?
had already found
Wait.
a place in my mind and had made me intolerant to those who advocate the virtue of condemning oneself to a long-suffering life.
Uh-huh.
So I
Oh my
did what
God.
I do best. I made my own way. I've walked on the line between learning and remembering. This way, it wasn't overwhelming and came naturally. You should go easy on your mind if you want it to transcend many lifetimes. Now, all I had to do was listen to the sound of my soul and live this life as Orpheus played the lyre. But such a peculiar thing that I will not know whether I have succeeded in conveying this place to my later lives. The next me will know. Let my faith be the seed for the generations to come.
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. I got lost very easily after I turned that on. uh... Uh... So what I'm gathering is so body survives after soul dies. Oh my god. Hang on. Arrow. Back. Okay. So body dies, soul lives on, goes to another body. She's doing fuck shit and having a good time. Wow, I've retained zero information, Jesus.
Something looks different.
Something does look different. Something on the shelf is missing. Oh god. Welcome to the Soul Palace. The roads that lead here are torturous, but leaving is quite easy, kind of. All a soul has to do to get out of here is to enter the place and date where she came from to the map shown on the right and the time module below it. Jesus Christ. So that the soul will return to that time and place, and you will be able to witness the next soul. When you complete all necessary steps, the cover of the map will open. Don't worry. As you run your hand on the books, a pen will appear on the important pages. Use it to take notes, and you can find your notes in the book section of your notebook. Try touching the page. Find all the information you need in your notebook. Summary section will write down the path you followed. If you feel lost, feed the crow on the balcony, and he will shed light on the next step. Okay. In order to progress through the souls, I need to enter the time and place where the existing soul came here. I can collect all the information I need in this notebook, so I can open and read it when necessary. Okay, so this is the controls. Click and drag, camera scroll. Oh, okay. So I can use my scroll to go through the notebook. Okay, right click is back. I is inventory. Escape or P to pause. I moved the desk for this painting. Don't overlook it. And then it shows me where the painting is incorrect. Hello? Now it's descending. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 Oh. 3 long nails. Okay, so this drawer is my inventory. Jesus. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, what's the important thing? Second year of the 98th Olympics, 98.2. Okay. Friend mentions 98.2 in her journal. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. This is like a Dr. Seuss book. Why Pythagoras? The Pythagorean school was founded in Croton and had marginal teachings compared to its contemporaries. Yeah, is that what I'm picking up from this? It's also... oh. Orphism is the ancient Greek interpretation of the belief of transmigration and reincarnation. It's also said that Pythagoras added the 8th string to the lyre. Okay. Oh, bless me, I had to sneeze. Okay. Is this where we get the Pythagorean theorem? I know that's a math thing. The simplest Pythagorean triangle is 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that was a lot. That was a lot of information. But we got some nails. We've got this journal that looks like it fits a bunch of D20s. That's the tutorial. These are the Pythagorean triangles? I guess I heard the crow because I'm just clicking around.
Rhymes and hieroglyphs?
Don't be proud of your knowledge. Limits of art are not reached. No art skills are perfect. True. Anything here? Oh, bribe for the crow. Okay. What's this? A piece from an amphora? I feel like this game is going to use a lot of words that I don't know, and I'm just going to have to live with it a little bit. Three, 1, 4, 2. Okay. Okay.
Something looks different.
The order of the books: green, red, green, hang on, green, red, orange, purple, blue. Oh, hello. Two-sided page full of symbols. This will come in handy, I guess. Alright. Oh god, what was it? It was green, red, orange, purple, blue.
A little bit suspicious.
Were they? Were they? I don't know that they were, but okay. Do I drag? Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh no. But what am I matching? What am I... Okay, what are these symbols? That's Venus, I think. No, that's Mercury. And then the triangle is sulfur. Mercury, sulfur, salt. Salt, mercury, sulfur. Salt. Okay. So these are all numbers. Okay. I don't think I have the information I need for this. Okay. Let's keep exploring. I probably don't have all the puzzle pieces yet. I've only looked at half of the room. Okay, so that's the whole journal. Is there anything else I can do here? Okay. What are we looking at over here? The bells.
This liar is staring at me.
It's missing a string. Okay.
Medieval artists' minds are quite strange.
Okay. Interesting. This is what I have a piece of here. More cashews. Okay. What did that do? He carries the bull, he carries the moose, he carries the deer, he carries the deer. Okay. What is this thing? Nothing. Moon phases. Okay, so nothing here is reacting to anything. What about this statue? Nothing.
This is an oddly empty scene.
It is. Start at the top and work our way down. Nothing I can interact with
I
here.
don't know the date yet.
I don't know the date yet. Thanks for just telling me. Because I would have fucked with that for a minute. More cashews. Okay. A lot of empty pages, okay. An oil lamp, okay. More cashews. So the only things on here that seem important are this book, the date thing, and this thing that I can't interact with. Okay. Candlestick. As above. I know what that means. As above, so below. This is a star chart. Or an astrology chart. It shows the way that the stars are on a particular date. Oh, here's the so below. As above, so below. What's over here? Can't interact with anything here. Okay. What about out here?
Night. It's like he sees my soul.
Alright. Well, now we got a couple more things. We have some nails. We have an oil lamp. Oh, so I can reach that for both sides of the room. Okay. Okay. Alright, Mr. Crow. When I examined Pythagoras' book in the library, I saw the symbols from the glass-lidded showcase on the Pythagorean triangle drawing. Check the size of the edge on which the symbol stands and drag the box with that symbol to the number in the showcase. Oh, I see. Okay. So... I checked the size of the edge on which the symbol stands. Wait. Okay. So... Okay. So... 3, 4, 5. The shortest edge is 3. So it's 3, 4, 5. Is that correct? So sideways is 3. Up and down is 4. Right is 5. Oh god. Okay. Okay. If that's correct... I do love this kind of puzzle, though. Okay, so that's in the 3 spot. So this is in the 5 spot. Is that it? 3, 4, 5? Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay. 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 I'm a fucking genius. Okay. familiar. Where was that? Was that here? No. I love this incense cat. Um, that was over... That was over... Behind me? On this one? Three little flowers. Do they go here? Do they go here? No. Okay. Okay, that just has all the numbers. Doesn't necessarily tell me anything. Oh, there's drawers here. Cashews. Can I pick the lock? It's not really clear what I can and cannot interact with, unfortunately. Is it these? Okay. 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 Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So this... These... This is the middle bit. So I have to make the numbers in the middle bit match. So... 2... 1 needs to be facing down. Damn it. 1. 4, that's correct. And then they also have to be laying down in the same orientation. Okay. So this needs to be 3. And then... This is... No, that's 6. I need 4. Bam. That's not right. Okay. B would be this way. So 5 on top. 6 on top. Why is that not correct? So this has the 3 this way. I need 2 this way and 1 this way. Okay. 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 No, I got this one. I got this puzzle. Oh, I don't even have to put them all the way out. They can just go right here. Okay. So 1, 5. You have 4 right here. I need a 4, a 2. Not 4. That is a 6. That is 6. 2. I need a 1 right here. So they do have different orders. Okay. So if they are all one facing downward, do any of them match this exactly? 1, 5, I guess 6, 1, 5. No. Or no, 5, 1, 6. 5, 1, 6 is this one. 5, 1, 6. Okay. So then I need one that is 6, 2, 1. 6, 2, 1. Okay. Then from this direction with 3 in the corner. 3, 3, 3. I need 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Okay. Now with this, I need 3, 4, 2. No. Okay. But now none of these match it. Okay. Then I need 4, 5, 3. Not exactly, but bam. Hey! I did the puzzle. I did the puzzle. Oh god. Bribe for the crow. I did it, chat. Are you proud of me? Is this the lyre string? Yes! Okay. 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 So now I come back over here, and I put the string on.
Now it's listening too.
Hell yeah, give me a music puzzle, I can solve that shit. Ooh.
Is this tree really here?
A crystal apple to cherish. Okay.
A voice came from the right.
Are you sure? I didn't hear a voice.
A moment of silence felt good. As if the heart of the room is beating.
No, the cheat sheet doesn't go there. What voice from the right? Still don't know anything about a date. Okay. Three, 1, 4, 2. Still not sure where that applied. Wait. 3, 1, 4, 2? Oh shit. Wait. Was this already open and I just didn't notice? Okay. So now I need to find a place on a map. Okay. There was a map. Where was there a map? There is a globe that doesn't do anything. Okay. So that's not useful here. The oil does not go with any of the lamps. None of the lamps. Okay, hang on. Flower-shaped discs coming out of them looked like the circular symbols on the wall. The configuration was scratched in the lower right corner of the stone cover. I formed that number layout in the center of the circular shape of the flower disc. To do that, I turned some of them and paid attention to which one's on top. Then the lid opened and a chamber with a stone hand in its center appeared. I noticed the wire hanging from the hand. One string of the lyre in the room was missing. The moment I attached the string to the lyre, a lyre tune was added to the melody of the room. I listened to the voice of my soul and accompanied the melody. When I played along the tune, a tree began to appear on the back wall of the room. An apple fell from the tree. I took the apple, placed it in the hand in the open chamber. As I heard... As the apple glowed, I heard a lid sound from the side. There was a map in front of me. Oh, okay. Am I looking for grease? Am I looking for grease on the map? Since that's where a lot of this stuff is located. Where is Greece? Hang on, let me move this. There's Rome. There's Barcelona. This whole motherfucker is Italy. Okay. Okay. Is correct. This has not changed. Alright, Crow. Help me out here. Underneath was a device where I could enter a fortunate number plus or minus. I thought maybe I needed friend's location and time. Did she say where she was? Oh god, what was her location and time? From ancient Greece. from Croton. From Croton. And it was... Books. Books. Three, 4, 5 BCE. So minus 0, 3, 4, 5.
Farewell, Freeney.
Freeney, that's her name. How many flower discs did you use to open the hidden compartment? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That was easy.
Don't say that. There have been great societies that did not use the wheel, but there have been no societies that did not tell stories. Flavia. Wait, so books changed?
New person.
Oh.
I woke up with an excitement that I could not contain that day. This year's festival had to be perfect. After last year's excessive spending and wastage, a law was enacted that restricted spending, with the influence of some families who despised our Mother Goddess belief. There were priests among us who were very upset by the situation, but I did not see it as a bad thing. The enormity of our actions began to overshadow our beliefs and ideas. Yet the abundance comes from her, and she has the power to take back the blessing she bestows. If we do not realize this, she shows us the absence so that abundance can exist. But she doesn't do it greedily, as if to take revenge. Although it hurts, she does it because she considers what's best for us, bravely, like a mother. It is no wonder that they call her the Mother Goddess in Rome. We used to call her Cybele in Phrygia. Earlier, others referred to her as Kubaba. My grandmother told me, and her own grandmother before her. Then, when they came here, my mother talked to historians through people she knew here, met travelers, visited libraries, and found traces of our goddess all over the Mediterranean without ever leaving this city. They called her Isis in Egypt. She didn't cause her lover to castrate himself, but found his castrated part for him. The Babylonians called her Ishtar, the Sumerians Inanna, the Greeks Demeter. Now the Romans call her Magna Mater. No matter what name we call her, she hears us. 44 years ago, when the state was war-torn, the sages got together and consulted the records of the ancient Greek prophets. The seers said that only if the Mother of Gods was brought to the center of the world, the state could win the war against Carthage. That's how we came here from Phrygia with the stone from which the goddess descended to our world from the heavens. As the abundance emerges from the stone, so the brutality arises from innocence, and true surrender comes after that brutality. For us, this is the essence of the holiday we celebrate for the Mother Goddess. Most Romans attend the festivities, at least its first couple of days, whether they are members of our church or not. They pick flowers, they decorate the pine tree, they eat, they drink, they drink, they drink. As it gets dark and the rhythm of the music begins to penetrate us, only the true believers remain. That's when the fascination begins. At such a moment, in the heart of the night, as I beat the taut skin of my drum, I felt the power of the goddess within me with all her might. It was as if my soul expanded. It came out of me. It was no longer mine. I was a part of it, and I fell into it, deep into it. There was only one step left, a step known only to those who dig deep. After the music we played all night, and those chaotic sounds, respecting the contrasting silence of the night, we walked towards the cave in awe, without making any noise except the faint rustle of our bare feet on the grass. Each spring equinox, the sun would rise just above the cave entrance. And at that time, sunshine would illuminate the cave walls, revealing the hunting scenes drawn by ancient people. After a long night of festival, in the cave we entered to wait for the sunrise, I fell into a slumber that I felt I should not resist. I let myself melt into the sweet sleep, and when I opened my eyes, here I was, in the Soul Palace.
Okay. I wonder, are we some kind of, like, arbiter? Are we in charge of something here? Oh, these books are new. Okay. 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 Uh-huh. 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 Got it. Got it. Got it. Internalized. The information is imprinted on my brain. Okay. Cybele is one of the oldest names of the mother goddess, which is represented in similar ways in many cultures. It's thought to have emerged in Anatolia around 6500, 7000 BCE. She symbolizes fertility and is the protector of young girls. Wild nature is also her domain, therefore she is frequently depicted with lions and sometimes panthers on both her sides. In her little portrayals, these lions pull Cybele's chariot. Okay. Fertility, spring, but savage, depicted with lions. Addis was both her son and her lover, if they say so. In 204 BC, they brought the Black Meteorite, which symbolized Cybele's death to Earth, in Rome in 204. The Senate issued an edict in 161 that restrict expenses. Okay. Is this different again? No. Okay. The plant has grown. Okay. Is anything else different?
I don't know the date yet.
I don't know the date yet. Oh, Pythagoras, Cybele. Okay. So some stuff is different. On this card, we see a female figure sitting on a chariot pulled by two wild animals. Her crown, made of crescent moons, refers to her spiritual side, enlightening her path, while the wolves pulling the chariot highlights her untamed nature. If she channels her wild side to a correct point under the guidance of her spiritual powers, she will lead the way with her willpower and discipline in tune with the universe, and will reach her goal. The reverse chariot indicates the loss of direction and control. Need to find the focus. Okay. Okay, now what are we working with here? What's behind us? Tree, still the same. This thing, still the same. Okay. Okay. So... Rome in 204? Oh no, this isn't even open yet. Okay. Is there anything new with these? Nope, can't move them anymore. This says Cybele, but I don't have anything to put in it yet. Oh, I did get a key. Shiny gems with goddesses' names. Okay, so is that over here? Do I have to match symbols? Okay, they don't rotate. But I don't think I have enough spaces to use all of them either. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Okay. Well... These are these, right? Virginity. The ladder. Nope, I don't see the ladder. This is abducted. Nope, ladder is travels to underworld. Okay. So you telling me I have to get all the things that match Cybele and these goddesses? Okay. Alright, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break. I need to get me some more coffee. We're gonna pull up the beer right back. We're gonna throw it over my face. Unhide. There we go. Be right back over my face. Mic muted. We'll call it 5 minutes? 10 minutes? We'll see. However long it takes to get me to brew a pot of coffee. Be right back. Alrighty. Let's turn off. Be right back. Tie back to the game. Okay, so what we need is symbols that also apply to Cybele. So I do actually have to go look. Fertility, Spring, Savage, Lions. Savage is the sword. Lion. Incest. Chariot. Okay. No. Bam. Yeah, okay. Bam. No. Let's see, I don't see lions on here. Wait, yes, Freya. No, apparently that's not it. Would this also work? No. Okay, so Isis does have to go there, because that shined. But it's not lion? Is it Cersei's lion here? No. The hell? What the hell? Okay, is it Cersei's lion? Yeah, okay. Savage. And then what else do we got? We got... Spring? Fertility, Spring, Savage. Mother of all gods. Okay. That one is Mother of gods. Spring, Persephone. So it'd be the top or the top left. Mother of gods. And then this one? No.
Can the
There we
gods
go.
be traced back to female figurines from 35,000 years ago?
Kibble. Chop the tree and put it in a circle. Adorn it with all the purple. Don't be shy, this is only a rehearsal. Today, we'll make Mama Nature fertile. Oh. Chop the tree. Oh, here we go. Axe. Put it in the circle. Adorn it with purple. 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 Okay. Tables are set, now it's time to feast. Drink wine and poke your beast. Don't forget to tip the priest until the last note is ceased. There we go, pour his wine. Okay. Bone for the dog. Okay. Cup for... Who doesn't have a cup? This guy? Guy on the floor. This guy doesn't have a cup. This guy doesn't have a cup. Okay. Another picture. Now this person is moving. Chicken for the dog. Chicken. Chicken for the man. Chicken for this guy. Okay. Poke your beast. Is there any apple? Apple for bird. Apple for man. Apple for this guy. Apple for this guy. No, apple in the pig's mouth. Okay. Okay. Can't pick up these logs. Can I pick up this drink? Can I pick up this guy? He looks awful sad. I cannot give an egg to the bird. Drink wine and poke your beast. Don't forget to tip the priest. Can't pick up any of this. Can't interact with these guys. Something's up with this man, but he ain't moving. Can I grab the other chicken leg? No. Let's see. Nothing else I can do with the dog. Mushrooms on the tree? No. Let's see. What am I missing? There really is no indication of what you can and cannot interact with. Oh. Okay. I would not have guessed I could mess with those, but okay, can I touch any of the trees? There's nothing in these mushrooms here. There's nothing under the tables. Can't knock over another one of these. It's not their necklaces. Oh. You know what? I clicked that bird multiple times, and I feel like I should have been able to get that. Okay. Good job, priest. Okay, next page. Nope, not the drawer. Not the drawer. Next. Let the sun set and the music begin. Follow the rhythm crawling under your skin. Allow it to possess you from within. To prove your devotion, you should all go in. So sun down. Oh. Sun down. Sun down. Sun. Sun and fire. Sun. Down. Sun. Well, I can't pull it off the page. Oh, okay, there we go. Damn it. Single, clamps. Triple. Okay. Single is this. Damn it. Single, clap. There we go. Freaking nailed it. I'm a puzzle master. I think there's much more here than meets the eye. Oh, why is he covered in blood now?
What
21st,
should I do with this date?
the 21st night of the month where Aries leads the heavens, where day and night are equal. This was made to commemorate the Megalasia celebrations of the day and the moon goddess. So the summer solstice? On the back cover of the book describes Mother Goddess Festival. Cybele statue came to Rome 44 years ago. Okay. Okay. But this still is not open. Okay. Well, I did all of that. Ah. Okay. Is that... Wait, there was something with a date over here. Okay. How do I put in a date, though? Oh, okay. So Aries would be... this one? Of... the Ram. On the 21st, which is 221. Is this not Aries? There we go. Oh, the moon goddess. Yep. Okay. A stone disc with the mother goddess engraved on it. Okay. Wait. Okay, that's just the edge of it. Is it up here? No. Okay, so this goes somewhere else. Okay. Where could a stone disc fit? Oh. Hello?
It's dark in here. Fiat lux.
Oh, this is what they were talking about with the ancient, Oh. So this probably is not what's supposed to happen. Okay. 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 Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I'm missing something. Meanings were at the parchment, went through the diary. Book opened. Yeah, took the sun, put it in the musician. According to the rhythm. Music went wild when I played the right way. Marked the date using the nails. Insert the disc. There were cave paintings depicting a hunting scene. Okay. A hunting scene that has been talked about before somewhere. Am I trying to not hit anything? Oh. I grabbed the wrong one. That's okay. Is there anywhere where it won't hit something? Okay. What if they all hit this thing? No. Okay, wait, there was a hunting scene on this. Okay. So big antler motherfucker. Bull. Moose. That thing. Big antler motherfucker. Bull. No. Is it this one? Okay. Am I misinterpreting? Am I misinterpreting, or am I just going the wrong direction? Big antler motherfucker. Curly antler motherfucker. Curly is down here. Is that the right direction? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so it was Curly, and then the moose, which is... I can't see. Which one has the moose antlers? This one. Oh, but now I'd be able to hit him through the ram. And then the ox. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking... What on earth was that? Okay. Now I got a cool rock. Piece of the meteorite. Or is it the meteorite? Does that go over here? Sure does.
Opened again.
So that was... books. Rome in 204 BC. Damn it. 204. Rome is right here. Where's the dot for Rome? There it is. Is that not right? So is it 161? Okay, that's not right. No, I need some kind of math with this 44 years ago and the previous year. Am I doing the time and date that they died? So it would be 162? No. Okay. The statue came to Rome 44 years ago. The expenditure restrictions enacted the previous year. Is 161 plus 44 that math? 161 plus 44 is 205. Okay. Oh, so it's 160, not 161, because we're talking before... So the dates go backwards. 160. There we go. There we go. Nailed it. What color was the hat of the priest collecting money? What? Okay. Well, I thought his hat was red. So I guess that means it was orange.
Is this where the Smurf's hat comes from?
Is it? Is this where the Smurf's hat comes from? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my goodness. Look up, lock up your libraries if you like, but there is no gate, no lock, no bolt that you can set upon the freedom of my mind. Ishion. Ishin. Ision. We got more books.
New person, new story.
New books. New person, new story, new books.
Get the stars because of the light pollution.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It was the most beautiful chapter of our lives. Don't consider this equal to those words come from a lower mind who cannot realize it in the process but only sees it retrospectively. We were aware of the fact that for that era, we were in the best place a man could be, under the shadow of the revered Hypatia's wisdom, under her wings, inside her brain, on her path of virtue. Our beautiful port city was a vivid stage of history where different religious groups and cultures lived and melded together, but at the same time couldn't live together and destroyed each other. I was very young when Christians burned the Temple of Serapeum and its library. I barely remember it. But this brutal massacre was still a vivid memory for Hypatia. She would begin with the story of the Library of Alexandria, the fount of humanity's knowledge, where they burned all the original manuscripts gathered from all around the world, and then address its reoccurrence in Serapeum, linking it to the philosopher's obligation to set high moral standards in political life, and would remind us of our duty to lead society for the better. She would not limit her philosophical approach to the advice she gave us. She would also set an example by playing an active role in the city's politics. We were afraid for Hypatia. She was a woman, a non-Christian, and she was annoying, powerful men. But she was never afraid, and she advised us the same. According to her, philosophy should be safe from strong emotions and take an apathetic stance. This was the way of walking the path of mind. Still, we were afraid. Our love for her, for the friendships we've formed around her, and the unspoken secrets we've attained together was so great that it seemed insane not to be afraid of losing it. So we decided to form a union with Synesius, who is devoted to Hypatia as much as I am. Based on the Pythagorean tenets, which we scratch its surface in our public lessons, but comprehend its depths in our secret meetings at her house, we wove the Tetractys and swore an oath to protect and preserve all those unspeakable mysteries that we saw with our own eyes and heard with our own ears at Hypatia's meetings. That day, toward noon, noises from outside woke me up in her house. We stayed all night, observing the celestial bodies, discussing and comparing our own surveys with the teachings of Ptolemy. Then I heard her scream. When I woke everyone up and ran outside, a group of Christians were gathered and tugging her out of her carriage. I yelled and tried to get to her, but I couldn't thread my way through the crowd. I don't know what I would do even if I could, though. Outraging, they grabbed her hair and dragged her along the streets. We tried to stop it, but they were so crowded, so angry. They got us too, beat us to the church, tied us down. After a while, Hypatia was brought to the church half-conscious, with her hair disheveled, her clothes torn, and blood all over her. They began counting her sins, cursing her, and skinning her with shells and broken jugs. At that moment of the lynching, we made eye contact, Hypatia and I, if only for a moment. It was as if my mind fell into her eyes, and I lost my consciousness.
Damn. Okay. Okay. So slide over here. Astronomia playing cards. Andromeda. Taurus and Europa. Pisces. Oh. What are you? A sketch of all the constellations. I will also check the drawer down here. Bam. Our long-suffering planet, Earth. Bribe for the crow. No, gimme. Bribe for the crow. Bribe for the crow. I think I'm doing pretty good on my crow bribes. Okay. So to start, star chart. Hello, Dingus. Oh, my son. My beautiful son, will you grace us with a meow today? Will you grace us? He is rubbing up on the mic. That is a tail whip straight to the mic. Dingus, please don't eat my paintbrushes. There's nothing on there for you. It smells like horsehair and you don't even know what a horse is. If you fall, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Okay. So we've got a star chart. Okay. Okay. I don't have everything I need for that yet. I don't think, at least. Okay. The Empress card. Okay. Oh, there we go. Hypatia. Okay. Zodiac Man. The lion is in the penis. Hang on, I like how this one is stanced up. Okay. 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 Oh, I know that. I know. Hang on, I know this one. This is the knife. You have the little sliver knife between the two things, and then it fucking explodes. Hypatia is a philosopher, mathematician, and astronomer for Alexandria, was lynched and slaughtered by an angry Christian mob in 415, believed understanding the skies would open the sword to the divine. Ishan has come to the Soul Palace on the day Hypatia dies. Okay. Okay. So that's gonna be my code for the star chart there. Ptolemy has suggested an Earth-centered universe model where all the sky rotates around it. Copernicus has found out that Ptolemy's model was wrong, came up with a heliocentric model where planets revolve around the sun. Epically wrong. We are here. This is not a planet. We are not the center. P.S. There are 2 more planets. Okay. But... oh. Flip over here. Okay. Sun is gonna be over here in the corner. Yep, that's where it has to be. Oh, so none of these can move. Wait, so what can move? It's just the bars connecting them? Okay. Okay, so that's clearly not working. Hang on. One at a time. Hmm. Okay. This is pure puzzle work, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. We're gonna lock in. So, starting from the furthest outside. Do they all move the one immediately around it? Yes, they do. Okay. So... the inside moves along with it, the outside moves opposite. Okay. So inside moves along with it. Hmm. Okay. So if I start from here. Bam. 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 Yup. Yup. Come on. Eventually they'll cross over, right? I don't think so. Oh, come on, I'm so incredibly close. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Some things are missing. Something's extra.
Some things are missing, something is extra. Okay, now I look at this. This is not a planet. Luna is extra. Turns out it was a box. Shine a moon on. Some things are missing. There are 2 more planets. Oh, and now I gotta put them all in order. Okay. It's Mercury. Venus. Yeah, Mercury. Venus. That's not Venus. This is Venus. That's not Venus? Which one is Venus? This is Venus. Earth. I just can't select Mercury anymore. The sun is in the center. Okay, so when it's in the right spot, it locks in. There we go. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Which one is Mars? Down. Do I not have Mars? Okay. This goes here. And then there's 2 more planets hanging around the room somewhere. Okay. There's Hypatia. No.
Are there rhymes and hieroglyphs?
Not as far as I know. There's Ursa Major and Minor. Shine a moon on. Oh! I found a key. I just had to put it out in the moon. Close you.
Not this time.
Oh.
Not this time.
What else needs a key? This? Oh. Hello again, or for the first time. I'm not sure that I am Felicious on the timing. Here's the gadget I mentioned, or I will. Take this little thingy and attach it to that time module we've been using to move through our soul's time. Now you can take it off and attach it to the cabinet working as a postbox in time. It will travel to the time you entered. Just set the year and push that button. Thus, you may send an object to any time or obtain an object placed there from a time you have set. I hope you like the gift I've sent. I have no doubt you will use it accordingly. If you haven't found the missing piece with instructions on how to use it, look around more carefully. Please forgive my humble joke. cannot help but express my envy. You have witnessed such a great mind as Hypatia. Okay. So that goes in this? No. That goes in this. Wait. Am I missing something? Wait. Attach it to the time module we've been using to move through our soul's time. To the cabinet working as a postbox in time. Connects right here, right? Okay. 1932. Okay. Oh. There we go. Search the sky to find the constellation from the painting, then rotate the headpiece to the symbol of Uranus. Telescope?
How many of these stars are dead now?
Wait. Search the sky to find the constellation from the painting. Then rotate the headpiece to the symbol of Uranus. What headpiece? Oh. Yeah, that did nothing. Cool. Alright. Summaries. The key from the new diary. Open one of the desk drawers. Earth-shaped disc similar to the planets. I inserted to the empty slot in the ceiling. Line the orbs. Since it said shine a moon on it, took it out to the moonlight using the key from the moon bugs. Small letter from someone named M. Okay. Does it go here? Wait. Yes. Now I put in 1932.
Thanks, Em.
An overdue telescope. Okay.
Such a beautiful night.
Okay. Find the constellation from the painting. So that one is Ursa Major.
A moment of silence felt good.
Rotate the headpiece to the symbol of Uranus. What about the symbol of Uranus? Symbol of Uranus is... Now switch the second and fifth lenses up. Am I doing this wrong? The symbol of Uranus. It's the circle with the dot. Or is it second and fifth like this? Attach the piece to the time module under the map, took that out. Okay. Search the sky, find the constellation from the painting. That's this one? Ursa Major, yes. Then, rotate the headpiece to the symbol of Uranus. Okay. Switch the second and fifth lenses up. Second and fifth. Or second and fifth. Oh, I'm stupid. There's 6 of them here. Second, and fifth. No? Not second and fifth? What the hell am I doing here, y'all? Symbol of Uranus. Second and fifth lens up. Because that is the symbol in the painting, right? Did I not do that right? Yeah, that's Ursa Major.
I fear that we will forget the stars because of the light pollution.
Ursa Major. Yup. Ursa Major. The symbol of Uranus. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel very stupid in this moment. And then there's a motorcycle outside. Excuse me, Mr. Crow. On the piece of paper from where I took the time module out, found one in the table leg. Followed the instructions and the light and the information. I pulled the missing planets of the ceiling from the sky. What? But I followed the instructions, I think. Simply Uranus. Second and fifth lenses. Second and fifth lenses are up. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Hang on. I've definitely... I'm gonna have to look up a walkthrough. I hate doing this. Okay. Okay, give me just a moment. So we are on. Focus on Ursa Major. Back out, rotate the head paste to the brown Uranus symbol. Is that brown? Sure. Depress the first, third, fourth, and sixth lenses. Look through the telescope again. Yeah. Wait. Wait. There's a right half? Oh, I missed something. I missed something earlier. There's another half to this. There's another half. Wait. Click on the middle of the bottom section of the map. Take out the other half of a torn note you found earlier. What do you mean? I just got that. Was I supposed to get another half of this earlier and I missed it? Oh my goodness. Hang on. What do you mean the other half of a note you found earlier? Okay. I'm missing something. Let me go back through parts of the room I've already searched. Because there is something I was supposed to grab that I did not. I may have just gone through these books too fast. I don't know. Okay. 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 Still can't do anything with the bells. Still nothing with this. I grabbed what was available out of this. Grabbed everything out of that. Hi, dingus. There's nothing else I can grab out of this. There's no slivers of paper here. Yeah, dingus. No slivers of paper here. No slivers of paper here. No slivers of paper in here. Nothing else in here.
Is it true that crows do not forget the human faces they've seen? Such a beautiful night. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen a crow funeral?
Yeah.
It's like he sees my soul.
Okay. Hang on. So I somehow missed the first half of this torn note. I have to look through here and see what's going on. Okay. Yes, dingus. Yes, buddy. You've already been fed. Okay. So, where on earth is this note I was supposed to find? Put that away. That's still locked. It makes it sound like it's in here. But that's where I found this piece. This piece. There's no other piece to that. I put this here. No. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna have to do what the walkthrough says the note says, because I genuinely have no... I can't find it anywhere where it says I found the first half of that note, but I guess I should have it by now, and I don't see it anywhere.
Silence felt good.
Okay. Reset the lenses. Look through the telescope and focus on Orion, which is... Are you this guy? Are you Orion? What are you? No, I think you're Andromeda. No, that's Taurus. Okay. Are you Orion? Yeah. That's Orion. Yes. Okay. Back out. Rotate the headpiece to Neptune. Okay. Depress the second and fifth lens. Look through the telescope again. Take the Neptune symbol. Okay. Reset. Focus on Pisces, which I think was down here somewhere. Are you Pisces? Are you Pisces? This is so small. No, that is not Pisces. Is it further in the corner? Pisces, where are you? Oh, is that it? What the hell does Pisces look like? It's the big up and down arch. Watch me just scan this entire sky. Yeah, okay, hang on. Hang on. Where is Pisces? Pisces is right here, so it's in the bottom left. Right there? That should be Pisces, right? Yes, okay. Okay. This is Pisces. Back. Put it on Uranus again. Depress. 1, 2, 5, and 6. Nailed it. Okay. There we go.
I fear that we will forget the stars because of the light pollution.
Bam. Oh. Bam. Nope. Oh. Come in. Come in. Up. And to the side. Bam. Put you in the hole. And all the way up here. There we go. Hell yeah. Gosh, I feel bad. I really wanted to do this without a walkthrough, but that's okay. I did my best. Did my best. Oh. Interesting. Can I interact with it, or is it frozen? Okay. I think it was frozen for a second. Okay, there we go. An emerald tablet. Tablet. Very wise words written on it. I'm assuming that goes over here.
I know this sound now.
Yep. And so now... No. No. Close this. Okay. Way back to the cosmos on the ceiling, newfound planets. Put it on the sheet when the model is complete. The sun shone above, revealing a solar disk similar to the lid of the moon box. Connected into the tree of life, a snake descended from the tree, formed an Ouroboros, took the emerald tablet, put it next to the other memoirs. Okay. And so now, characters. Issue. Okay. Okay. Yep. Hypatia, here we go. Was lynched and slaughtered on 4/15 in Alexandria, which is down here. Oh, I guess now I can't put in a year. Wait, yes I can. I can just go back and get it, right? Can I? Yeah? Okay. Put this down here. And it was 4/1/5.
It breaks my heart to think about the moment he's returning to.
In the first version of the cosmos model on the ceiling, which planet around Earth did the sun appear as? What? Oh, like which? Was it 4?
That was tough,
Hey.
but my memory prevailed.
Hell yeah. You are engaging in madness. I feel obligated to accompany you. Oh shit. Oh. There's a lot more books there.
End of the story?
Oh.
Hello, it's me again. I know this is not what you expected to find, but as someone who has found them in time and experienced the rest, I can say that things are not going well. So on behalf of all of us, I have decided to break this cycle here. Yes, what Freeney started is miraculous and very precious and blah blah, but the truth is, the human mind just isn't strong enough to handle all these lifetimes. We're going crazy, you understand? You drove me crazy. You drove us all crazy. If every soul had a home like this one, then everyone would be insane and we would all be wise together. But that's not how it is. We are the insane ones. Why so are we crazy? Now you will say, perhaps there was a place where the insane lead to by going crazy, so madness is itself a path. But since it is not the path for modern societies, they do not allow them to walk it either. Maybe that is just why there were miracles in ancient times, since the pilgrims of miracles are not hindered from their own path. For those who believe in miracles have not been whipped by the lashes of the known reality. But do you know what that means? It means that while precious madness in the world is decreasing, ours is increasing. So we're going crazy. So let's get us out of this. Yes, pick up the remaining fruits of that tree and get out of here. If you need more persuasion, let me quickly tell you what happened after Ision. Salvino was a passionate translator and alchemist, forbidden to love the man he loved, and on top of that, his lover had dementia. Salvino believed he could save him with alchemy, and died from poisoning from the toxic chemicals he inhaled during all those experiments. The man he loved didn't even remember him enough to mourn his death. Ines was descended from women who had struggled to survive alone for generations. They were accused of witchcraft, excluded, hunted. Still, they did not give up the struggle trying to heal people. Ines hadn't given up either, until she hears that the witch hunts have started again. Do you know what she did when she found out that the Inquisition was on its way to the village where she lived? She burned the whole village with herself and everyone in it. Then there's me. Marcella, a woman who cuts her hair short, wraps bandages around her chest, and wears trousers in order to exist in the world of men.
I knew this game was trans.
Laughing at men's shitty jokes that glorify them, and doesn't talk much to avoid giving herself away. I forgot to talk to people due to talking in my head. The longer I stayed in my head, the harder it was for me to talk to people. The distance between our minds seemed to widen. That's when I was stuck in my head more and more, and that led to... you get the rest. But I can talk here, because this is inside my head, right? Always the same questions, do you hear? Am I a woman, or am I a man? Now that I've lost the boundaries of art, science, and faith, can it be solved in just one lifespan? I guess I am going mad. Or is it some kind of a divine plan? Hush now, all the doubts. Let me hear my calling. Yes, pick all the fruits and get out of here. I blended the mysteries that Salvino and Ines left behind, intertwined them, threw them in front of you so that you could get them out of the way at once. Let this be my legacy here. Yours is to end it. Farewell, M.
P.S. You will not hear from me again, but if you insist on getting to know Ines from Navarra and Salvino, I've put the diaries in the time vault. You can find the dates from the library to enter and get the diaries. Damn. 3 main colors. Demonology. Goodness. Yeah, I knew this game was trans. I knew it. I love it. We love. Okay, so none of those are new, but this is. Okay. 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 Okay, plant ornaments. Okay. Temple of Flora. Uh-huh. 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 Flowers personified. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hermetica. Alchemy diagrams. And jellyfish. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So none of that had any info for me to check out. Okay. Okay. Mercury, sulfur, sulfur. So these go here. Yeah. Okay. Let me grab this. Okay. Go back this way. There's nothing else for me up top. Let me make sure. So this should be good. This should be good. That should be good. Keep that there because I keep needing the symbols. Nothing new in there. Okay. 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 This time, instead of a journal, I got a letter and a key. Found colorful filters. Okay. Man, so I actually have to... fucking go through and look for dates. A witch hunt in Navarre in 1525. Jesus. Okay. 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 None of this is dates. None of this is dates. The date I need is from the witch trials, 1525. 1525. 1, 5, 2, 5. Eunice, I can feel it in my bones that sinister times are near, and I can smell the apocalypse approaching. As anger rises in me against the whole world, let you tell you the story of my family, and I hope you'll understand the roots of this anger. Oh, that is a lot. Okay. 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 When my grandma was just a baby, an inquisitor had come to the town she lived. They accused people of witchcraft for reasons such as not sleeping at night, being very beautiful, being very ugly, and having moles on their body. My grandmother's mother was taken to the Pyrenees with the other suspected witches. Some of them were burned alive in the square, some were driven away, and some were confiscated. My family was one of the lucky ones, 100 lashes while being paraded around the town streets half naked. Regardless of the outcome of the case, the lives of all those who were brought to the Inquisition that year were very difficult for themselves or their families. Thereupon, the kingdom brought a regulation forbidding the inquisitors or their relatives to seize the property of those sentenced to death, so that greed for their possessions would not be a reason to warrant a death warrant. Since then, deaths have decreased considerably. I mean, they were actually killing people to get their goods. These trials lasted for years on different dates in different towns under different conditions. During my childhood, my grandma was known as the witch's daughter. Her mother couldn't find any job. She had to be a prostitute so that her daughter would not starve. Thus, my grandma became the daughter of a prostitute. They forgot she was accused of witchcraft. Maybe this was good in a way, because when my grandmother got older, in the brothel where her mother worked, she started helping women who were not able to take care of the child they're pregnant with. "Weren't you afraid at all?" I asked him as a kid. "I was afraid," she said, but the silent fear in the eyes of pregnant women who knew what kind of life that child would have if she gave birth to it was deeper. She knew it from her own destiny, I realized when I grew up. But still, she gave birth to my mother, being deceived of the same promises of a dangler man. She raised my mother alone, just as her mother raised her and my mother raised me. She taught her what she knew, how to ensure that a pregnant woman is no longer pregnant, how to deliver a baby, which plant is good for a burning stomach, how to heal burns faster, how to sew an open wound, how to prepare an ointment, which plant is collected from where and in which season. My mother has also dedicated herself to helping the town of people who years ago accused her grandmother of witchcraft and then forced her to sell her body. She wasn't getting paid in return because if she did, she was more likely to be accused of witchcraft. Some pray to her, others give from what they've grown in return. Then I was born, and my mother needed money. She began to demand payment from people for her services, and it soon became what she feared. Someone accused my mother of smuggling and raided our house. When my mother came home from picking plants with me in her arms, the door was open, the place was scattered, and my grandmother was not around. The men who came to take my mother, because they did not know us, confused my grandmother with my mother, and my grandmother, who wanted to save the life of her daughter and grandchild, did not correct this mistake. My mother took me with her and fled to another town nearby without being seen by anyone. Everywhere she went, she would help people's illnesses best she could, accept whatever they gave in return, and remove to another town before staying there too long. So I grew up on the roads. Life has brought me back to the town where I was born, now 40 years old. Now 40 years old, I am alone in the house where I used to live with my grandmother and my mother. I've never forgotten what my mother taught me, and just because she devoted her life to it, I helped people as much as I could. I did not have children. I wanted to break the cycle of lonely mothers that has been going on for generations. Good thing I wasn't, because you know what's going on right now? Witch hunt. Years later, as if those deaths never happened, people's lives hadn't been stolen for no reason, they say an inquisition began along the Lograno side, just south of us. They took a neighbor's 9-year-old daughter and her 2 years older sister with them and started the tour to tour the town from house to house. They were believing that these girls could read the signs of being a witch by looking at the mark the devil in a person's eye. Sounds like witchcraft, right? I know this one will be much more devastating. I don't know how I know, but I know. And I'm determined to step out of this fate. I refuse to treat these trashy people who my mother, her mother, and probably others before her too, have tried so hard to help. I'm not going to wait for them to catch me here. I refuse to put my future in the hands of a bunch of ambitious men looking for ways to get rid of people like us. Goddess, grant me your strength. Okay. Okay. And then... is there a date in here? Salvino. Translated in 1471, but that doesn't mean that's when he died. Does anything else in here? Book of Life? Do you have any? Nope. Okay. So then the only date I have for this person is when this one was translated, 1471. $14.71. There we go. Oh boy, okay. Let me sip my water before I read this one, because these are long. I'm confused why these books do not also have voiceover, but that's okay. I remember the first time our eyes have met. He looked into my eyes as if he already knew that we would survive so many storms together. And here I am, putting my faith, my soul, my reputation, and my life on the line to remind him of that promise he had never spoken. I was just accepted at the Plato Academy, founded by Medicus, and we were doing research with a small team for the Platonic doctrines that Marcello Ficino was translating. My path led me to the Bishop Synesis of Cyrene, who lived in the late 4th and early 5th centuries. He was a student of the mathematician Hypatia of Alexandria when he was young, but then was sent to Constantinople as an ambassador, but he never forgot the friendships he made in Alexandria and wrote many letters to his beloved teacher and friends. Reading these letters written nearly 1,000 years ago, filled with love and longing, has made me incredibly excited, as if I was a spy traveling through time. One evening, while I was digging through these letters in the Academy's library, I came across a letter that was not clear to whom it was written. My head started to spin, but I couldn't stop reading it. It was so familiar, those words like they had their own voice, their own feelings, memories. When I recovered my consciousness, he was leaning over me, looking at me with concern in his eyes. This was the first time I saw him this close. There were wrinkles around his eyes, grays in his hair, lines around his lips. When I realized I was thinking about his breath, the air that surrounded us shifted as if a spell was broken. He straightened up, I blinked my eyes, and we made an eye contact again. Is that #1 furry VTuber Basil the Cat? It sure is. #1 froggy VTuber Lovely Lily? I don't fucking know. We're playing a puzzle game with a lot of reading. Here we go. The moment he asked me how I feel, I remember why I passed out and grabbed the letter again in haste, as if the letter was written to me. But I had no relation to its content, actually. It was just the reminiscing about their time at the academy and inquiring about their situations there. I reached for the other letters of Synesis, quickly searching through the pages where he talks about Hermes, about alchemy, Hypatia, and Neoplatonicism. Sure hope you enjoy reading. Well, for the first few, there's like 5 books here that's like the story of people's life and how they died. And the first 3, plus another, were all voice acted. So I was expecting the rest of them too, and it really threw me off. When he said, "Be careful, there may not be any copies of those handwritten letters," I remembered I was not alone. He was looking at me worriedly. I don't know how or why, but I told him the experience I just had, just like that, without thinking, as if he would worry I was crazy. The evening after, he found me in the library and excitedly pointed to a memory he had come across while searching Pythagoras. Pythagoras claimed to remember his past lives. In fact, one day, on a trip he went with his students, he pointed to a shield hanging in the Temple of Apollo and said, "This was my shield. I had my name written on the back when I was Euphoribus," in tears, and when they dismounted the shield, they saw he was right. I didn't know what to make of all this, but the bond between Nicolo and I was growing and deepening around this little secret of ours. He introduced me to the Andalusian alchemist who happened to be in Florence. Alchemy was starting to become popular here as well, but exoterically, I don't know what that means, but exoterically they were trying to turn ordinary metals into precious metals. Esoterically, who knows? But these alchemists I've met had a quite different perspective. They thought that these alchemical teachings, which they believed to be Hermes' gift to humanity, were actually about the human soul, mind, and body, not metals or anything. And they were seeing all of it as a metaphor. According to them, the most precious ore was the power that man had over himself. Through the connections I made at the time of my enthusiasm for research, I managed to join the Prince Phoenicia's team and one of the translators who works on the Corpus Hereticum, which contains the teaching of Hermes Trismegistus. It was a long period of study in which was examined by ancient Greek, Latin, and Arabic texts comparatively. As the years passed, my interest in alchemy and my fondness for Nicolo grew day by day. Nicolo, on the other hand, seemed to be losing interest. He wasn't listening or remember what we talked about, whereas if it was me who didn't listen, if I'd been paying enough attention, I would have noticed earlier that it's not the interest he's losing, but his memory. That keen intelligence was dissolving before my very eyes, and there was nothing I could do. The translation of the book we'd been working on was finished, and it was going to be copied by this incredible invention called printing. We were invited to one of Medicus's houses to celebrate. That night, I saw Nicolo pouring the water from a finger bowl instead of a wine bottle to his glass. No, I could not stand it. I had to do something. I took Nicolo by his arm and led him outside, away from people's gaze. I mounted him on the back of my horse and galloped to the lab. I was more determined than ever before. One way or another, I was going to save my beloved's mind. Damn. Gay tragedy of dementia. Anya arrives this week. I want to use her for my tip jar, but I know someone will try to steal her. Yeah, but at the same time, the tip jar is right in front of you. It'll be fine. No one's gonna steal it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I am very excited for you to have plushie, Anya. So I can put this guy back into the map. You also have Mephiles for Sonic Expo. We'll definitely use Mephiles for Sonic. I think that's the move.
I wonder, how many of these stars are dead now?
Mood. Okay. None of this is set. I don't think I need that anymore. I'm gonna slap that in there. Do I do figure or plush? Do you have a Mephiles figure and a Mephiles plush? Let's see, there was one puzzle I haven't done yet. It's this guy.
Green for the swan, blue for the wolf, red for the lion.
Green for the swan, blue for the wolf, red for the lion. That relates to over here. Okay. It's not related to these bells. Those are different colors. Green for the swan. Red for the... wait. Okay, so is it related to these elements?
The same three animals.
Same three animals. This triangle symbol was also over here, but this is fucking broken now. Okay. No, I don't think I can do anything with these. Oh. Yes, this is different. Okay. Wait. But are there numbers attributed to them? Yeah, no, you are coming in towards the end of the puzzle game, so there's a lot of shit we've already done. Essentially what I'm gathering from this game is that we are either a arbiter of souls going through people's lives and doing these things and like I guess sorting them through, or we are the soul that has been reincarnated so many times. Can these come over here now?
The same three animals.
Green for the swan, red for the lion. There we go. Where's the wolf?
11 for green swan, 8 for red lion, and 13 for blue wolf.
Hell yeah. 11 green swan, 8 red lion. But there's no way for me to put numbers in here. So where would I input a 5-digit code? Because this has 4 inputs. What did they just say it was? What did they just say? It was 11, 8, 13. So... oh, beautiful. Okay, put it right there.
I think I see it now.
I think I see it now. So I need... mercury is 8. Sulfur is 11. Salt is 13. Mercury is 8. So that needs to go right over here. And then... what was it? Salt? Sulfur is 11. Hang on. Yeah, sulfur is 11, salt is 13. Yep. And bam. Nailed it. Bam. Bam. I'm a fucking genius. Okay. So then, slide those up here. No. Those don't go in here? Okay. Do they... where would those go? I've got 3 things. They don't go anywhere with there. Oh, here we go. Mercury? Nope. Mercury? Nope. Salt? Nope. Salt. Sulfur? Salt. These colors are definitely related to these bells. Wait. Right? They are related to the bells. But does it go up in this? Okay, so the bells are... Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? So green, white, purple, gold. Green, white, purple, gold. Hell yeah.
So without.
Okay. So we've got an eye, a brain, the lungs, a stomach. Bam. Eye. Lung. Brain. Ooh, okay. Can't take any of these herbs. I got some paint. And a brush. Okay. 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 Uh-huh. 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 Bam. 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 Oh, I've got to do it without... Okay. Bam. I can't cross the lines. Bam. Bam. And then the circle. Bam. Wait, was that not the heart? Oh no, there is proper lines in the middle. Okay. I'm just a dingus. Bam. Bam. Middle line. Middle line. Middle line. Middle line. Middle line. Bam, 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 bam. 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 Why didn't that do it? That's what it looks like I'm supposed to do. There's the star. What am I missing? What am I missing? Da da da. Drag it with the salt. Discover the disc. Put them in the empty space. Colorful stones. Lid swung open with a drawing on the wood. Okay. Oh, actually, these are the element symbols. Maybe I'm supposed to start at a certain corner. Start with water. Start with water, which is... Water is downward triangle. And it's water, earth. So start in this corner. Bam. 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 Nope. Bam. Nope, that still didn't do it. What the hell? Okay. Bam, bam. Fire. Air. Bam. What if I go this way? Still doesn't do it. Okay. 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 Is there something else I'm missing? Mr. Crow? I took the brush and paint, brought them to the magic circle, dipped it in the brush, draw the magic circle at once without going through the lines I had crossed before. I did that! I'm doing that! I'm actively doing that! I know that part! When the circle was completed, disc representing the 4 elements appeared around the pentagram. Okay, well, I fucking... Is that not what I'm doing? Maybe I need to... Circle first. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck? Well... Um... uh... Let's see... I guess, do I need to do all of them? Do I need to highlight everything? I'm sure there is probably a way to do this. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I just had to do the entire symbol. I knew that. Earth, air, water, fire. Okay. I just saw the pentacle and thought I was just supposed to draw the pentacle. My bad. So it's fire. Nope. Fire. Nope. Fire. Nope. Fire. Hang on. Hang on. Water. Fire. Nope. Water. Earth. Air. Air. Fire. Air. We have completed the tree. Now they look like little buttholes. Yeah. these my inner voices, or is it clairaudience? Good question. No idea. Everything means something. Or is it clairaudience? um... Rain was so beautiful they sued her for making them forget to flatter the goddess by getting caught up in her during the festival. That's why you've met your past carnations, but you won't ever be able to meet those after you. You got the broken flute reference right. All this happened before and will happen again. When Ishan learned from M that Hypatia was still being remembered, he gave her his tears of happiness, and M sent them to Enos to use in her spells. Interesting. I do wonder if all the lives, all the souls we've been investigating is just our past lives. Uh-huh. Oh, there's a little bitty frame down at the bottom. Yeah. Nihon Isler designed the game and puzzles, wrote the story, and localized it. Hell yeah. Well, that was nice. That was very pleasant, and I managed to finish it right on time for the end of stream. Boring credits. Hell yeah. I'm gonna sit through this so that we can see the credits, because I like showing the credits for indie games. But yeah, that was fun. I'm still a little bit confused. I feel like... Gosh, I feel like this game would have... It has some really good... It has some really strong points. I really liked the puzzles. I really liked the, connecting the like points of the gods. I really liked... A lot of these puzzles were really good. Oh. Oh, shit. I feel like it would have made things a lot easier if things were more clear what you could and could not interact with. There were quite a few things on here where I didn't get a thing because I just didn't know I could interact with it, even with trying to click on everything. Like in the storybook, the section where you're trying to tip the priest, I just had no idea what I was supposed to be interacting with, unfortunately. I feel like it is a little bit too wordy. I really started to lose interest on page 7 of Wall of Text, but I think the storytelling, there is a very strong story here. Just the storytelling itself, it falls a little bit flat, but I really liked this game. Let me know if y'all would like to see me do more puzzle games like this. I keep saying I'm a cozy streamer, and then I do shit like Deltarune and Bullet Hells. So I would definitely like to do more stuff like this. Let's see. Let's tab back over into my Streamlabs. Absolutely tragic. Loss of background audio. And I'm going to make up for it by playing some new songs that just dropped for the Farmer Dory soundtrack. Let me pull this up right here. Let me pull this up right here real quick. Let me just I didn't have this up beforehand because I didn't think about it. I didn't have this up because I didn't think about it. Let me do the thing. Let me do the thing. Anyways, thank you to anybody that came to see me at Anime Ohio. I had an absolute blast over the weekend. Even if it did mean me having to leave a day early and stay a day later than normal, I still had a ton of fun and am definitely, at least most likely, going to be back for next year. Maybe with my own table. We will see if they let me. For now, my next con is going to be GalaxyCon Raleigh next week. So for that, I will be leaving Wednesday morning, so there will be no stream next Wednesday. But you will catch me at the lovely Lady Artist table sometimes during the day in the dealer's hall, and in the evenings you will catch me running a after dark table where I will have lovely Lady Artist merch and my own. You can get some of my spicy prints that I will be debuting there, so definitely come check it out. I am creeping my way up to affiliate, so I am needing more followers. Feel free to share the stream or give me a follow if you are not already, especially if you are watching this on the VOD recording after the fact. Please come follow the stream on Twitch so you can see when I go live. This music right now, now that it is actually playing, is the Farmer Dory summer theme, composed by Wintermelon. I absolutely love the music we have going for Farmer Dory right now, so low-key I'm just going to use it as background noise while I work on making my own music. And then, let me get this pulled up to go as soon as I go into my thanks for watching screen. I have been collecting fan art I've received and throwing it in a little folder so that I can have a end of stream slideshow of fan art people have given me. I know normally it is artwork that I have done, so maybe I'll flip-flop, sometimes do my art, sometimes do fan art. Maybe I'll have my art on starting soon, fan art on thanks for watching. I don't know yet. We'll think about it, but for now I want to show off fan art because I think it's really fun. And I love it. And I've gotten a lot of really fun ones with Art Fight, so hell yeah. Let's see. There we go. Make sure I've got the folder selected for that. Add directory. Fan art. Select folder. There we go. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna... Is that... Yeah, that's working. Alrighty, so we're gonna slide over to my thanks for watching. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. I don't know if we're gonna draw or if we're gonna game. We will see. We'll find out tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye!